My journey, my war changed from Afghanistan to another battleground, just as hard at times. To Walter Reed, I was inpatient in a hospital room for 6 months, in a place of, for some, hopelessness, for some, the end of the road. You go from living your life as a physical creature, a warrior, to waking up without arms or legs, and your world's changed. And some think it's over. So early on, we had the opportunity as a family, whether it was me talking to soldiers, my buddies. I had other buddies that were already there that had gotten hurt, others that would get hurt and come, and also their families, whether it was moms, whether it was young wives who, at 22 years old, have a 2-year-old and now a husband that doesn't have any legs and is going to be in a wheelchair, those kind of things. But we had the opportunity to share with them, why we're okay. And honestly, I don't know how people go through that without that hope. And I never questioned why. I never said, the whole why me, why this, why did I have to get hurt or anything like that. It took a couple weeks for me to really transition into the other question of, God, what do you want from this? I still had, several surgeries to go through. I ended up with 40 total. Replacing everything from the bones that got blown out of my arm with titanium rods, just putting it back together to try to salvage what was. I can remember, actually, it was on my first date, unofficially, with my then occupational therapist, now wife and mother-to-be. I told her about this idea about a camp. And I said, I feel like I need, we could create a place where we could challenge people physically. Where we could put them in that situation where they have to physically overcome adversity and then talk about that in life. Create a place where first we could create the physical challenge. And then, minister to the whole person, not leave it out. Because so often we focus on one, the physical or the mental or the spiritual, but we don't focus on the others. We want to create a place where we could do that all. And I remember her response was, that sounds cool, I'd love to volunteer there. And one thing led to another over time, and we got kind of serious as far as our relationship. Within a year later, we're engaged to get married, and we started the C.J. Stewart Foundation right before I came home from D.C. It's where we now have Downrange. It's a military theme, outdoor and adventure camp, with the aim of challenging each and every person that ever steps foot out here physically, and then letting them see that how it lines up in their life. Teaching the next generation to overcome, teaching them to walk through life, teaching them what it means to be a man, but truly teaching them that with the right attitude, character, and faith, you can overcome anything. It doesn't matter what you've gone through. It doesn't matter who's around you. It doesn't matter if you got the best dad in the world or if you don't have a dad. You can be you ultimately, because we all have a father that has a plan and a purpose for our life. And I realize that we all have scars and we all have stories. You just might not be able to see them all in a short sleeve t-shirt. But that we're all walking through the same battle. That's life. There's a daily ministry opportunity out here that God's really given us, and is continuing to show us how He wants us to walk and live. And it's been a blessing that what I thought was going to end one way, God had other plans for. And now that I'm here, realizing that our impact is again far beyond this life. And our battlefield looks a whole lot different. Our weapons look a lot different, but it's still a good versus evil journey, and we're just now getting to fight for different reasons.